Python programming language has over 60 built-in functions to help you code more efficiently. In this video, we will discuss the function hasattr. Hi, Python developers. In this video, we're exploring the hasattr function, a simple yet powerful tool for checking if an object has a specific attribute. By the end of this video, you'll understand how hasattr works, when to use it, and how it can make your code more robust. Let's dive in. First, what is hasattr? It's a built-in Python function that checks whether an object has a given attribute. Here's the syntax. Hasattr, object, and name, where object is the object you want to inspect, and name is a string representing the attribute's name. Hasattr returns true if the attribute exists and false otherwise. So, why use hasattr? Well, it's a great tool for writing safe and flexible code that adapts to different object structures. It's good for avoiding runtime errors when accessing potentially non-existent attributes. And it's good for dynamically inspecting objects, especially in frameworks or plugins. Here's an important concept. Hasattr only checks if the attribute exists. It doesn't check its value or type. You'd use hasattr when writing generic functions or libraries that work with various objects, when you're safely accessing optional attributes in a class or object, and perhaps when debugging or inspecting objects to understand their properties. It's especially useful when dealing with dynamic or user-generated data. Let's start with a simple example, checking if an object has a specific attribute. Here we see a class example, and within its constructor we create an attribute called name. Here, hasattr returns true for the name attribute and false for the non-existent age attribute. Hasattr is great for making your code more flexible. Let's see how it works in conditional logic. In this example, hasattr ensures we only access object name if it exists, preventing runtime errors. Hasattr can also check if an object has a specific method. Here we've created class example with the method greet. Hasattr verifies the presence of the greet method while confirming that goodbye doesn't exist. Hasattr is especially useful when working with dynamic attributes added at runtime. Using hasattr, you can check for dynamically added attributes in a safe and flexible way. You can also use hasattr during debugging to inspect objects. Here we have the class example and one attribute called value. This example demonstrates how hasattr ensures that attributes are safely accessed during debugging. In our code, we use hasattr to check whether or not the object has the value, and if so, it prints it. Otherwise, it says it's not found. So this example demonstrates how hasattr ensures that attributes are safely accessed during debugging. Here are some key points to remember about hasattr. It only checks for the existence of an attribute, not its type or value. For complex logic, consider combining hasattr with getattr for safe attribute access. And finally, use it judiciously to avoid overcomplicating code. Sometimes explicit checks are better. And that's the hasattr function. To recap, it checks if an object has a specific attribute. It's perfect for writing flexible, error-free, and dynamic code. Combine it with other tools like getattr for even more powerful introspection. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Python tips. Happy coding!